foundation comes first in every building. With good planning, you can have a great foundation. In this video, we'd like to show you some things we did at LaHouse to help improve the performance and incorporate best practices in our foundation. Stick around and we'll show you what we did. Termites cause millions of dollars in damage every year to homes. This can be prevented, however, with a good pest control program. The first line of defense is to pre-treat the soil before pouring concrete. At LaHouse, we used additional measures to prevent termite infestation. We'll show those later in the video. Building codes call for a vapor barrier under concrete slabs in residential construction to prevent moisture migration from the ground and into the home. It is important to use an approved and proven material for this purpose. Here we are spreading the vapor barrier over the entire underslab area, including the footings. Seams are lapped a minimum of 12 inches and stitched together. On the perimeter, when necessary, the edges were doweled or pinned to keep the material in place during the concrete pour. This will prevent moisture from wicking through the concrete and into the living space of the home. In the garage slab, we used a post-tension cabling system over unstable soils that tend to expand and contract. This will prevent settling and structural problems. Once the concrete is cured, the cables will be tensioned. Termites will try to get into the house any way they can, so you see here we put stainless steel screens around the pipe and snugged them up. This floor outlet has the stainless steel screen already attached, and it'll get a warning label to remind plumbers and electricians not to damage the screen. The screens block hidden pathways and force termites to reveal themselves on the exterior. Now for the big show. The concrete trucks have arrived, and the snorkel boom truck is putting the concrete where the crew needs it to trowel a smooth and level floor. Once the concrete finishers were satisfied with the finish and the location of the hardware, we covered the uncured concrete with a curing blanket to protect the concrete from the weather while it cured. When the concrete was cured enough to work on, the pest control crew returned and installed more screens wherever there were penetrations through the slab, like at these anchor bolts. Anywhere there's a place termites can get in, like at this seam or those anchor bolts, screen needs to be fastened in place and then sealed to prevent termite and pest infiltration. The framing crew is ready to start raising the walls, but before they do that, they need to install a sill sealer where the bottom plate will bolt to the foundation to prevent air from seeping underneath the bottom of the wall. Installing the sill sealer is the first step in air sealing the entire building envelope. LaHouse is built 3 feet above base flood elevation to reduce the risk from flooding and also to reduce insurance costs. There are 3 types of foundations at LaHouse: slab cap on CMU wall, pier and beam raised wood floors, and CMU stem wall raised wood floors. For the slab on CMU stem walls, the CMUs are filled with concrete and reinforced with rebar. Then the fill is compacted, and before the concrete is poured, a plastic vapor barrier and a waterproof coating are put in place to prevent moisture from wicking into the building. The more traditional pier and beam foundation included hurricane straps to tie the floor to the foundation. Pressure-treated lumber was used here, as were corrosion-resistant fasteners to extend the life of the building.